So, hey shifters, it's your girl Jamisha. I'm back for another edition of Shifter Magazine's interview series. We're here today to talk with Aqyila, TikTok star and amazing R&B artist. We're going to be talking about her latest single called O, and then also another hit that she released right before Pressure. And yeah, we're going to get to know her and welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. So I want to start by talking about like your background and your upbringing, just to like sort of introduce you to our platform. So can you start by just telling me how you fell in love with music? And yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, like my mom would always, like my parents, so they would always play music all the time. I was like listening to R&B, jazz music, gospel, dancehall, reggae, like it was very versatile. So I just knew that I was going to be musical. And even my mom kind of knew too, because when I was in her belly, like she told me that there was a point where she'd play a beat and I would start kicking to the sound of the beat. So she's like, oh, she's going to be musically inclined. I just know it. And it kind of runs in my family. It's weird. Like everybody on my dad's side can sing. So I thought that was kind of cool that, maybe it's a gene. Hopefully I could pass that down. But yeah, I just love music. I love being able to like write about experiences and like taking like lessons, even if it's not like from my life, like from somebody else's life, and like writing about it. And then it gives them like, a way to express how they feel. It's just nice. I don't know. Songwriting and making music is fun.
I love that. Amazing. Thank you. And your music also has like a huge impact on many people, like how does it feel to have such a big impact on not only young Black girls, but like parents and the Black community as a whole?
It feels amazing. Like when I got messages, it was not just from like young little kids who are like, oh my gosh, you're like an older sister I never had. It's like older parents, people like that could be like our parents and like our grandparents that are like, your song makes me feel so empowered and it makes me love myself even more. It's like such affirming words that I've never like been told as a kid, and like that is touching in itself, because it's like I'm really out here inspiring people. Like I didn't think, from a bob wig to like that would have done that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice.
Amazing. I love that. Perfect. So now let's talk about your recent release, Oh. I heard that hurt people, how do they love the most? So it's been considered a breakup tune, right? Would you like to give me some of the tea behind the song or what?
Yeah, it's definitely about a moment in time where it's like you kind of feel like it's like you're fed up, and that like your emotions are kind of being toyed with, and maybe you feel like you've been a little bit too forgiving, and especially when you realize that you've just been cheated on, or and I wanted to make a song too that like anybody can kind of relate to, because there's a point in time where I feel like anybody's gone through like a moment of betrayal. So it's just that seeing all those different stages and then going through that process and then grieving, but then also realizing that I'm a lot better than this. I'm going to overcome this. So always like all of that into like one. And I'm so excited, and I'm so glad that everybody's enjoying it so far. And yesterday we just shot the music video for it, and it was crazy. Like we were on set for more than like 10 hours. So I had a lot of fun, and I can't wait for everybody to see that. That's going to be like a whole movie.
Yes. Okay. I'm excited. I also looked at the visualizer. So is the video kind of like the same vibe?
It's gonna be more cinematic in a sense.
Okay.
Like the trailer definitely gives, like, that like when I say like, like threw all my in the fire with all your clothes, like literally it's like that vibe. It's like, it's gonna be a lot of like anger, and it's gonna be tense, but then it's like also gonna be like, it's gonna show like how the story was like building though. It's gonna be more in depth. It's gonna be more in depth.
Yeah. There's gonna be a happy ending to it.
Well, wouldn't say that.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to.
Twist. There's gonna be a twist. I don't think people are gonna expect it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited. Amazing. So in regards to your collaboration with the songwriter Trey Campbell,
Yeah.
who by the way wrote for LMA, Her,
Mhm.
and John Legend, can you like tell us how that link up came about?
Oh my gosh. Well, it was set up like with my like awesome like A&R team, but when I got to like talk to Trey and stuff like that, we realized like how much we like had in common and how easy it is to like songwrite and just go based off of just a couple things that I said to him. He was like, "What does this song make you feel?" I was like, "Well, I feel like heartbreak, but I don't know how to like explain it." And so we were just going back and forth saying different words, and then yeah, in a matter of a few minutes, we wrote up the song. And then, I was running up and down the stairs in LA, just going to the studio and going back down to with the producers to hear everything down here and like how it sounds and everything. And going back up, and I'm like, oh, I hear a harmony here. I want to do layers, and come back down. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun writing that song.
Nice. And by the way, how was your like experience in LA?
Oh, it was amazing. Oh my gosh, the weather is so nice, girl. But it gets really cold at night. Like it's like in Toronto, like at nighttime. So I didn't know that. First night I'm just out in like a little like lounge dress, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm like, damn, it's like freezing out here. And they're like, yeah, girl, it gets cold at night. And I even took like blankets from I had from another spare bedroom in the Airbnb and brought it to my room. And I had like two blankets on me when I'm sleeping. So there was that, and then there was jet lag. I was like on this time. I don't think my body really adjusted. So I'm going to sleep at like 8 p.m. there because like I think it's 3 hours ahead or behind us. So like it would have been like whatever time. Yeah, I can't think about that right now. I'm so tired. But yeah, like it would have been whatever time, but I couldn't adjust. So yeah, it's fine though. I had a great time. I think I made some like my best songs there.
Oh, nice. Overall, great. Okay, perfect. Next, I want to divert our conversation towards your appearances and nominations, like at the Juno Awards earlier this year, and the growth of your career. So, on the subject of your nomination at the Juno Awards, your win at the SOCAN Awards, and your appearance at the first ever Black Legacy Awards, can you tell us like about your experiences at those shows?
Oh my gosh, the Junos was so memorable. Like we still talk about it to this day. Because even though like a nomination alone is like just acknowledging that like, a lot of hard work that I put in, it does matter. And it makes me feel like I'm in the right steps of my career because I'm getting acknowledged at least for like the impact that I've made. So it feels good. The team, we had fun, we stayed at a really nice hotel and it was great. It was such an amazing weekend. Like I would relive it again. And then for the SOCAN Awards, like that was so cool to like win an award and get my little plaque, and it felt nice. It felt really nice. I had my brother there too, and he was so proud of me. He was cheering me on, and then for the Legacy Awards too, that was awesome. Like to be there for the first ever Legacy Awards, like that's monumental. So
Exactly.
I think it's important too to like have shine a light on like Black music as well. It's important because like we do have so many talented artists and creatives in the industry, and it's nice to see that there's like being like shine on these different things now. Yeah.
Exactly. There's space for everybody.
There really is. Yeah.
And I also read online that you've recently been signed to Sony Music Canada. So
Yeah.
how's that been going for you?
Been great. The team is awesome. I'm enjoying. I'm sorry, I'm a publicist. Like, yeah, it's great. Honestly, the team is young and like they're like really in to see me be the best me that I can be. And it's very like hands-on. Every day they're always emailing me or letting me know about something or being like, hey, like, we hear this opportunity, you should check it out. Or, and I like that because it also helps push me out of my bubble because I'm like a hermit crab. I like to stay home. I'm very like to myself. So when I have a team where it's like, get out there and like, go here, let's go here. Like you need to have your face more out here in Toronto. I'm like, okay, like I'll leave my home for a bit. It's
Girl,
nice. I'm experiencing a
get
lot.
on.
Yeah, to get some buzz. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's great though.
yeah. That's all
Mhm.
you need to do,
Yeah,
try.
that's very true.
So I couldn't help but notice that you've been performing a lot and getting booked at a lot of events. So what are some things that you've had to get used to, or
Mhm.
struggles that you've had to find coping strategies for?
Definitely. I think it was like a mix of like my nerves sometimes because I haven't really performed like that since like high school at those talent shows. So when I started getting booked like for my first couple of shows, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in a crowd of people that some people probably don't know me and like they probably don't know the lyrics. So I'll be singing by myself. But like, I was like, let me just zone out and let me just enjoy myself. And it's 15 minutes. Like I could do this. I think obviously practicing and drinking like throat coat tea, because that's like my favorite tea. It's really good.
Okay.
If you don't know it, you should definitely check it out. But oh my gosh, I'll drink like a cup of that and then I'll go on stage and then I'll sing and then after a while I'll start to feel comfortable. Like I'm not too nervous after because like the anxiety will kind of just like woosah and I'll be able to like actually point and like sing to people in the crowd and they're dancing with me. So it took a while for me to like feel that comfortable. But I feel like when people see you're enjoying yourself and you're enjoying your music, like they will vibe along whether or not they know the lyrics. And that's what makes all the difference because it makes you feel comfortable and you can just be who you are on that stage. So I'm getting there. Those are the little journeys and little hurdles. But yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, you'll get used to it in no time. I also feel like having that like little moment right before any type of like performance or I
Mhm.
work in radio, so like any just getting before going live, just
Yeah,
a moment definitely makes a difference.
it does.
Perfect. So finally, I want to get around some other aspects of your life other than music.
Mhm.
So as I mentioned earlier, um, I've been hearing that like you were planning on coming out with an EP.
Mhm.
So what's the timeline looking like for that EP?
It's looking like early in the next year. So I'm saying like January, February, the latest. And I'm very
Okay.
excited because it's going to tell a story. The way how it's in order so far, it's going to definitely tell a story and there'll be like some closure. The only thing I'm struggling with is the name. I don't know what to call it yet. So I'm still thinking every day of like what to pull from, what lyrics, but I have to come with it soon. I'll figure it out.
mean,
That's the
a lot of artists start out that way,
thing.
which is kind of
Yeah.
cliche, but make it like a self-titled like
Yeah.
EP.
I
That's
was
an
thinking
idea.
that too, but the only thing is like I want to do that when it's like I have more bodies of work out there. Because right now I'm trying to build my catalog. So then it's like when it's like Aqyila, it's like you guys have seen all the different sides of me. So it's like you guys already know what to kind of expect. Because I feel like I'm very versatile with my music and I love R&B and like the R&B pop, but I also really like to do something where it has like my Jamaican roots in there as well. So different things, different flavors. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll definitely figure it out.
No worries, I know you will.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're gonna start out 2023 with a bang.
Yes, girl. Yes. And the music video. The music
Oh,
video for Owen. Yes, as well. So I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of wins. I'm very excited.
amazing. So besides music, are there any other ventures that you're working on or thinking of working on?
Yeah, and when I'm not like doing music, I like to create like vlogs and I like to do YouTube. So I'll film my life and cook and create being like a content creator basically on the side just for fun is something that I like to do. So I'm hoping that YouTube takes off in a way where people will be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing today? Like how I watch my favorite YouTubers.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's a little bit of like my hobbies, that and cooking.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for joining me today. Thank you for
of
taking the
course.
time to speak with me. It was lovely meeting you.
What do
And
you mean?
yeah, dear shifters, please take the time to check out the talented Aqyila on all streaming platforms. Check out her new song release, Oh, and stay tuned for the upcoming video, the EP, and the more performances, photo shoots, everything. Stay tuned.
Perfect. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Take care.
You too.